Blue Water Hospice has a new facility being built at the south end of Marysville. Mr. Tim Liberty and Mrs. Laura Cottengim tells our Adriana LeDuc how the new buildings will help families.
Hello, welcome to Student Connections. I'm Adriana LeDuc, and with us today is Tim Liberty and Laura Cottengim. Thank you both for coming in today.
Well, thank you very much for having us back. We really appreciate the opportunity.
It's wonderful to have you here. So, what is the general purpose of Blue Water Hospice program?
Blue Water Hospice was started back in 1982 by Dr. Elmer Schaudy. And the goal of Blue Water Hospice is to provide individuals who are at the end of their life with services that are delivered primarily in their home.
So, what services does Blue Water Hospice provide? Like, what types?
Well, the primary service that we provide is nursing care and nursing aid care to patients in their home. But in addition to that, we have a full range of services that include medical social work, counseling, bereavement care for the family after the patient has passed. And we also provide the patient with necessary medications that they need related to the terminal illness, and then any kind of a special equipment like a hospital bed that would be helpful for them in the home. And those are all provided as part of the service.
How many patients are currently enlisted in Blue Water Hospice?
Right now we have about 35 patients in that's called our average daily census, and those numbers go up and down, and it's hard to project, when someone's going to be faced with a terminal illness.
So how many staff members, employees are a part of the Blue Water Hospice team?
Okay. Well, I should just drop back a little bit and say Blue Water Hospice and the Visiting Nurse Association are combined agencies. So there's really two different agencies, and were brought together back in 1992. So we have a total of about 110 employees.
Wow.
In the combined agency. And within hospice, we have approximately 25 employees. But a real big component of hospice services is our volunteer program. We have a lot of individuals in the community who volunteer their time either to come in and provide care to patients in their home. Perhaps it's just sitting with the patient, reading to the patient.
That's very nice. I'd actually like to do that. My grandma, so yeah.
Yeah, well, that'd be great. We'd be glad to have you. And the volunteers will provide office services. So they'll be in the office and help us with filing, making phone calls, and doing those kinds of things. And they go through a pretty extensive training program in order to be involved. But right now we have probably about 85 volunteers.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is.
That's really nice to have.
Very, very critical to our overall service.
Oh, yeah. So does Blue Water Hospice only provide services to residents in the Blue Water area?
Well, our primary focus is St. Clair County, but we also have patients that we see up in southern Sanilac County as far as Sandusky, and then we also go down into northern Macomb County. But the majority of our patients are seen here in St. Clair County.
St. Clair County. Is Blue Water Hospice associated with Port Huron Hospital or Mercy Hospital by chance?
No, we are an independent organization. We're governed by a 15-member board of directors. But we work very closely with really all three hospitals in the area: St. John River District Hospital, down in St. Clair, Mercy Hospital here in Port Huron, and then Port Huron Hospital. We provide care to their patients. Patient goes into the hospital, is discharged, and needs the services of either the Visiting Nurse Association or Blue Water Hospice, and they give us a call and we provide the care.
Are there any new building developments for the Blue Water Hospice program?
Well, I'm going to let Laura talk a bit about that one.
Actually, there are a lot of new developments. We started construction back in August, and up until this point we have walls up. at the grounds right now, which is off of Busha in Marysville. We have a roof on as of, I think, just about a week ago. So it's expanding quite rapidly, and we're hoping to see the finish of construction sometime in early fall of 2011.
That's very exciting to have. What are some of the new features of the new building?
Well, we're going to have 12 patient rooms. We will have, and back to what Tim said, we do provide hospice in-home, and the hospice home is going to be the first residential hospice facility in this area, which is not something that we have yet. It'll be the first available to members of St. Clair County, Sanilac County, Southern Sanilac, and Northern Macomb. So this home is going to be equipped with 12 private patient rooms. There will be no room sharing. Each room is going to have the ability to have loved ones stay in the room if patients, would like, or residents would like their family members, spouses, children, grandchildren to stay with them in the room. We're going to have 2 family rooms. In the family rooms, there are going to be tables, fireplaces, couches, a nice way for families during that time to be able to sit down and enjoy those last moments, maybe around a table, that they wouldn't be able to do in their own home at that point. We are going to have expert nurses providing expert comfort care 24 hours a day to those patients. We will have a reflection room, chapel in our new hospice home for people to reflect in any way that they are, accustomed to. And we're also having, the observatory, which is already on the grounds. It's not actually part of the new construction of the hospice home, but it's, if you drive off the road, it's a big green building. I'm sure you guys have seen it, and we're kind of in between now using that for either counseling or bereavement, end-of-life support, or we will possibly use that to provide housing or place for people, for their family members to stay if they're from out of town.
That's really nice. So what are some of the activities that you provide for your guests?
Within the hospice home?
Yes.
In the hospice home, for the patients, like I said, there's going to be that really centralized one-on-one care.
Yes.
It's going to be individualized to their needs. Forgot to mention we also have a therapy room in the new hospice home.
That's helpful.
It is, and at the end of life, we use medicine sometimes to control pains and different things to make people in that last stage as comfortable as you can. Our therapy room will hopefully provide a way to give those people going through that time kind of ease, so that they don't have to maybe have as much medication and can be more lucid or there for those last few days of life. So
motivation too, to get them better. So what conditions must patients be in to receive your services?
Well, for most of the patients that we see are older, obviously, and they have some form of a terminal illness. It may be cancer, it may be end-stage renal failure or kidney failure. It can be heart conditions, dementia, Alzheimer's type patients, patients with Lou Gehrig's disease. So anyone who has a life expectancy of 6 months or less are eligible for most insurance companies that will pay for the service, like Blue Cross and Blue Shield, your Medicare, Medicaid, Aetna, those types of insurance.
So why did you both as individuals want to be in this program?
You want to start?
I will start with that one. I actually, while finishing my schooling at SVSU, I volunteered with Hospice when we were going to start introducing the hospice home here in Marysville. I think that it is something that this community needs, and I think that it's something for me personally that you want to see people in a time that's uncomfortable for you. It's uncomfortable even for me working in the environment to talk about and to think about, to be provided with that care at the end of life. So I think it's something I believe in. So it makes me want to work with the organization.
That's really nice.
And I've been involved with home health care and hospice care probably longer than you are old. So, and what I found, I worked in a hospital setting, I've worked in nursing home settings, But I learned that most individuals, when they're ill, regardless what type of illness they have, an end-of-life care or if they're going to get better, they want to be in their home.
Yes.
They don't want to be in a hospital. They don't want to be in a nursing home. Everybody wants to be home when they're not feeling well. So it was my decision way back when to sort of follow that course in my professional career. So I actually started out as a speech pathologist working in home health care services, and then graduated into administrative positions along the way.
That's really cool.
Thank you.
So do you guys have any special awards for the employees with the program?
Yes, we do. We have several different awards. One we're really proud of is our monthly Employee of the Month award. And so we have individuals throughout the agencies, either volunteers or the staff, recognize their colleagues by going for what we call above and beyond. They do special things either in the office or with patients and families. And so we do that on a monthly basis. And then at the end of the year, we also have an Employee of the Year award.
Yes.
And they're drawn from that group. And then we have 2 awards that are named after our founders. One after Dr. Schaude, who founded Blue Water Hospice, and then one after Bess McCullough, who started the home health care program back in 1952.
Cool. So how can somebody like myself donate to the program or help out in any way?
Have you got your checkbook with you? So I always have to ask that.
Yeah.
Well, what we're in the process right now, and we actually hired Laura to give us the direction and the leadership in our fund development program, which has the goal of raising $3 million in a very, very difficult economy over the next 3 years. And the funds that we are raising go directly to hospice home in the construction process in building the home. And I'm proud to say that what we did with not only raising the money, but when we selected architects and subcontractors, we made sure that all of the money would stay here in St. Clair County and would help with the economy by providing jobs to the contractors, the subcontractors, and the people in the trades who are providing materials. So people can help by making a donation to the Capital Fund Drive, and Laura can tell them how to do that.
Yep, you can send in a donation via mail, and you can just specify hospice home if you'd like to make a donation that way. We also have a new website up, www.vnabluewaterhospice.com, and you can also make a donation through our website at this point. Nice and easy, you don't have to buy postage. But like Tim said before too, we do have a really trusty and sturdy base of volunteers, so we're always looking for people to be involved with our program. And once the home is established, we're going to need even more volunteers for outside gardening and different things of that nature. So we're looking for help in any way that you are able to do so.
I will definitely look into that.
Wonderful.
Well, thank you both for coming in today. I really appreciate it. I'm Adriana LeDuc. Back to you.